enti maka kire mo se wekue mu no ya de Phyllis Naa Koryoo Kanswa MP ono ani abu ga se di twa week nya efa ne ntro be di kire Ghana fo nyina efa Hawa Koomson ho no on se no kran abedadi wo ron aka so make you 10 na emu ana Mr. Speaker ekirem say if Ghana is any serious country osenka Phyllis Naa Koryoo no ba na nka wodam osenka wodam be mo ankyere mu no akere wadwen ama me comment section I Penyah Block Media meso say ni dem obe like video no that my subscribe button so na ba kede notification on the latest update am ba kire wadwen da ama me comment section meso so baso no wa share post anya bi ahye 2024 election out of nowhere Anna Phyllis Naa Koryoo Anna owo in the ticket of NDC or contest here as parliamentary candidate for Awutu Senior East constituency Kaswa. Obeka say oh Hawa Koomson and the boys no attack or no Phyllis Naa Koryoo ono the boys o ma attack na say o ma tutuo ama the boys mienu ewu o make post we e won the Facebook page after that no Captain Konya Smart an interview on Onua TV. Oh no. I don't need to be nan e buy. I will tell him say car no what the car ni movie. Oh, no what the car what the front. Mahindra no what the front. Anna Hawa Koomson and the boys shoot 2 year or more gunfire no. Lucky or no not the front in a 2 ankan but the boys net theatre no. And it would account when I say oh creative nice story. But abusia Nancy mo 25 year and interior minister honorable Muntaka Mohammed or form some task force be say omo enye hwemu efa 2004 election violence ahodo e course omo enye hwemu ema no na omo report and say Phyllis Naa Koryoo che say task force exact investigation and want to that friends and omra mebo investigation no o kire mu say nyame anim no kre ni ensem na we kan na enya no kre na je say sa alleged incidents no ko happen yes say but be happen election day no kra no or no na oni honomo.
So 2024 election violent cases starting with Awutu Senior East constituency, that's Kaswa. The task force observed that the Honorable Phyllis Naa Koryoo Okeno denied that her convoy was attacked. She was nowhere near the scene of the incident. Persons who were involved in the incident have avoided speaking with the task force, while Muhammad Ali and others who were in the Mahindra pickup truck and fired shots from their vehicle have also avoided speaking with the task force. So their opinion have not been established. Muhammad Ali is said to have been flown abroad for further treatment. The late Yusuf Larry Idris died from a gunshot, and those who were in the Mahindra pickup with him know what happened. The driver of the Mahindra has been traced and further investigation is ongoing. The task force will continue with the investigation. Tolong
After the boys now claim we say to ka o mana say omu e claim we say incident bi e happen ye no na e bi prepare no omu bi enka so mje say obi a mpese obekasa obi a mpese obekasa say Phyllis Naa Koryoo abedi tro a che Ghana for am only say because of that cry no even before Hawa Koomson who stand to the point say ablik one of election kwan ke bi abono pot omu ko peneko no omu ko dinu bone e mama me panyin di say omu kan to form 88 ano the far way no ana Mr. Speaker abe clash with Phyllis Naa Koryoo chirim say should Ghana be any serious country zen ka ba now no ya di police and free same as MP na face me asa di na tum ajeri no so be ko sue nyansa e di aba
clearly no tape way any reporter minister Edia Bay no Ebra. Okay? Now utie the minister's report I mean kind honi biem. Point 7 say observation. The Honorable Phyllis Naa Koryoo, okay, denied that her convoy was attacked. Not just say what denying say the convoy bia no wa ya attack. Okay? She was nowhere near the scene of the incident. Wano Naa Koryoo no at the time the so-called incident, whether it's see and I say answer
yet to two
and I yan to no now we main hokra baby okay now we main ho baby now utsie the minister report EK vis-a-vis what they compare tape ya bobo yesisi no this is somebody an indication say or the party pick up a yedia manumu Mahindra. And with him say in 2020 no NDC for chair Mahindra is bebre. So even in 2024 some of those vehicles no were still in the system. Chairman constituencies. Now her narration no is giving us an indication say at the front of the Mahindra pickup. Anna ne boys are akaya day etinechi. Okay? And ti wutie question na your reporter ne bisa do no a. Was say ono no tie nim, but the two na wo mo to ye ne de e ka wo mo a e wa chire no. Okay? Again wutie Kamini question I will put ye na. Kamini was asking her say, are you really safe? Is Kasua calm? Can we say a hoye calm and was say how can you say a hoye calm at the time Hawa Koomson for a kunipa? Okay, these are emphatic statement. The honorable member of parliament for Ewutu Senya East Kasua Emeki on the day of election. Now averagely Ghana ni bia wo tie san komo tie media report ni bia no eje san semu yi.
Of course. Sign the idea beje.
Now come what say. Today revelations are coming out under your own government. Okay? We enye reporter NPP government na and waka say ya kan niema enim. Okay? Now, this is a report by your own government and your own minister saying, we commission a task force to investigate petty issues on the day of election. Now, you give an indication by observation by saying, at the NDC, you were nowhere near the scene. So the question again is that, where from the narration you gave the entire nation? What was our narration no every heifer? Was it really needed? You lied to the people of this country. You lied to the public. You see, Nana Kwame, politics now for 4 years. Okay? People have no jobs. Maybe they come straight away from the universities. Join you, test no. Then they come into mainstream politics. So the politics at the end of the day becomes a do or die affair for them. Because in the absence of politics, they have no life.
Because
they have no life.
Yeah, sure.
So it's a do or die affair for them. The question is that in any reasonable nation, okay, Naa Koryoo this morning shouldn't have been a member of parliament. You make a note here. At the time I Naa Koryoo a yes idea we. Okay? We are talking about issues of murder. Issues of murder.
Okay.
I will make it a claim and an allegation against a certain sitting member of parliament as at the time. I will claim we say one in crowd for the with nipa. As to whether or not these were the assertions with the mad the entire nation. And take it or leave it. Because of previous events are not accident. Okay? People believe the story you told. And some are and crofo ye now it turns out that assembly awuka biano na kwame na yentro mere fabrications are what me a year just to just to win public sympathy on your side. Put it on record, said as at the time I was Sardian, she wasn't a member of parliament. And one in every aspect of our moral life, okay, we can try you're wrong. So we're trying to if there is a need, as I say, Naa Koryoo be apologizing to this nation, she has to do it. Because resignation, nobody resigns in this country.
No, in this country, Africa.
In this country, nobody resigns. In Africa, nobody resigns. Okay? Out of shame, they don't have it. And we don't do things with conscience. Resignation, they are
unresign.
Okay? I have heard people say,
5.1.
Say by now, as I said, you declare the vacant because she has lied her way into power. Okay? I am telling them on authority. Say morally, Nana Kwame, dear senior, you're wrong. Young condemn say you're wrong. So that Mkwala Esuyana woman excited so into politics, they don't learn some of these things. You make cannot say. That is by moral. Society no the any free say you're wrong. You set the amaya one no. But if you tell a lie now what telling no, if it is not on oath, and what Andrew na, you are not a criminal person. You bet me I say what Andrew in charge of by a criminal offense be our committee. Okay, so in a way, people are crucifying you because of one kasa wenu munsema awiyede. What
95.1.
If she respects herself, so buno ho pass or ba a buno ho a member of parliament, she must do the needful.
Needful as in
apologizing or be resign so on resigning.
On to me resign.
On to me resigning. So she must apologize because you see a denting Crawford image, and people will believe say which one draw na Nana Kwame, you are at liberty to go free of charge. Wabra be behind your day. NC.
Kwame, on him say abaya we enya edge, you know, to be able to do this because of history kakra on maybe on so and saka ewo Hawa Koomson ho because maybe me to be bemu ni ade Hawa Koomson na be confirm ye say ono no tutu na mebwa
Exactly.
Ananka then abaya na otia konwem MPP abaya na woto no na people were expecting senka since it would to bemu no enka omo be take action obi ayedi obi anka hwe enti ono so hu say no I can take advantage of nsem akoso ewo within the constituency ameso me power.
Okay,
therefore me paint picture bi me pam atade bi de ahye no ena indeed atade no pam fiti pepe just to win power. Enti no pam atade ni wie na fiti into it no now o de win power wie yakwa koye investigation post election investigation akoye ye de buy no na PM say oh etututu no kwa na manfo kan me kwa na membe ho. Therefore would ditro and ade akire ne manfo no mato aba ma no ebi ko ho as den no oye MPP ni but in some way I can na man e convinced say okay and enya me di na chi no ni so ban ye opentokwa wo so wakoye obaye de and de wo so ye obaye de ne ma me nto ma wo because me hu say wo no de ompentokwa wo no o pasomye wo no wo yo bi a wo ye fine woman adwomponi eni utrim then after 1 year investigation about
every said your car in
intro Kwame to me personally say me blame me too much and ye because a year amanya for a subai no
omo politicians subai no they lie to us every time
omusu oni omo ban no because say o kan okure bi kire wa onto abane ma no
okay
say o make sure say o kan okure say o me MP me yi kwan me nye mpuntunduma na mo mshamra na mo maka only lobby say na papa baba constituency no ma onto aba ma no nti obeka kire wo say me ba ma ye wakwan ama
but today we are talking about loss of human life.
Yes I am yes
obi kwa ahwere
obi nka ahwere
exactly
and obi so gina so dey play politics to win power and this is the game omutu na omo play and you know Nicholas ye painty picture be say the other side na ye use the painty picture the play game no ono ne innocent na bi another ono ne saint.
I haven't said so ye innocent.
Ono ne saint dabi.
Because sniper of issues sisi in the constituency
yes.
Ono ankasa eye guilty of it because just as you said issues ni be a SCC in the past some of which ono make admission say in fact ono na ye.
Wonderful.
Okay? So I mean basa yo a ba wo kasoa any issues e wo ho crimes ni ade e wo ho nyina okay edu abato a kasoa is a hot spot,
hot.
Red zone,
hot pa.
Even when we have given Kasua the much needed attention, yet
still,
I mean, yes, sir, issues way. So I agree, but the point is that what will make some human beings lie to this extent? You cannot say, I mean, to an extent, say, Yakubi. Na ubetimi di sa ewo na asi no ahye obi konse eyewo na wama sa dipa newu. Okay, we are talking of issues a border on allegations of murder.
On Jesus say
if today Hawa Koomson senka or standard trial Okay, assuming or not, say or standard trial for the murder of Larry if yeah can who asem here. Now who cause her?
Kwame only ni say senka ye institutions no eye adwuma effectively na anya politically motivated manipulated kakra. In some way about in Kasenka police here they invite we Naa Koryoo.
Exactly.
Yes, as we invite no to come and answer to some questions that during the elections, these were allegations that
you made and you need to substantiate it.
But Akoya say, as it stands now, we invite you. And it's radio. Okay.
Because Minister Natural said investigation is still ongoing. And no crano problematic. I have a problem with it. This is supposed to be a reporter. Okay? Conceived and concluded.
Yes.
Now, say report task force enye wo mo adwuma enwie. Why do you put the report out?
Yes.
What the report need to abontain the
if it's still investigation is ongoing now.
Because here the last paragraph. Or say the late Yusuf Larry Idrisu died from a gunshot, and those who were in the Mahindra pickup with him know what happened. And those people now not one can Larry who Mahindra ni mono wamun kwa na betimi akire de see some of them no task force no ne omuanya encounter but wamun person bekasa. Now this is what the report goes further to state. Or say the driver of the Mahindra has been traced and further investigations are ongoing. So what it means is that
the driver Mahindra
yehu no
omu ni be
again omu mention one Muhammad Ali. The report says that Muhammad Ali is said to have traveled or to have been flown abroad for further treatment. So what it means is that Ali so not over Mahindra and Ali sustained some level of injuries. Ali prior. Okay, so yeah, the now the question is that if all these people are part of people are not a woman hindred him at the time the so-called incident, you cannot say it's a report we are conclusive. Okay? Now the last statement of the report, I say the task force, will continue with the investigation.
Investigation,
and conclusive. Larry, nipa obetimi actually say kwanya Larry fast so wu ye no. Those people are nowhere to be found. Everybody said you did report to about in the first place.
And since I almost say there are some people are almost so many everybody say Omobekasa. Most of them say Sanko phone is certain information be a bit me abwa we na moyana investigation na moyana. Why don't you look for a way to coerce them to talk?
In my mind, now I'm so much confused this morning. In my mind, should we even begin to think say sa adiena ye ka ho asebni na incident ye ka ho asebni na ye stage ya na was it a planned incident? Well orchestrated incident. You bet me akase adie we ye sheda plan say yenye disi.
What it means is that
can we ask the reasonable question say Larry na ye kan obi antutu
ambo and I even sa Larry ni kwapo no kwa no sa nipa no kwa ni hosa
na
but it was a name here
creating ye dia hwa.
Yes, I'm pretty sure.
I mean, when you do this kind of work, you allow people to go into it and begin to think the way they want to think.
Because say those involved now are not ready to talk. They are not.
Why are they not ready to
talk? Yes.
Because me ne wo take care mu ko baby. Me nua ne o madam for ne. Na bibi boni atu ye nyina.
Yes.
Na in the process, sebi nyame mfa sama, wa fra mu ahwere wo nkwa. Why am I not willing to talk?
Yes.
To tell the people and to tell the nation and your family members. Why are we refusing to talk? Why are we refusing to talk? What is there?
Because when you see asama anya no kra ni twa asam na kakra na aya dance asaba dance ni ho so no omo report omo ma ya bi nsemi bi na ye bi say.
So this is the politics we do in this country. They do or die affair for people. Okay? Enti ekwan kro bia wo befa so a obenya power no so kra wo penye so de be papa bia o. Now Koryoo cannot transform Kaswa to be like New York. within a space of 4 years. Want me? What you say? So when they now call your Tinaho Sisia, now will be signed on a real hardcore vision for the people of Ewutu Senya Easter, a Yemetu Bohos, or Makwako market, a Yanuabia. There is no different dynamics. Our dear Bibiano. Come again, Bibiano. There wouldn't be any better plan as to how, as a member of parliament, Obe leave the crusade for development to go into Kasua. Bibiano. And in any case, what about parliament? Chuma menchini the about parliament in Yunano, Yahudi echo. So why should the politics we do today be a do or die affair? Eh? Who person will be some man for? And just say we try to another some man for. Na man for they say young person will be some yenia air by force, Anna.
That be air by force.
Come again. Say man for they say young person will be some yenia air by force. You say, baby, a politics not be true. No. It is no longer the decision taken by the people. It is rather people believing, say, me drum pempenso as I say, me DMP. And to me, I made the whole cosem microphone. So, is that what we call leadership?
I feel I'm a now call you as so. Strengthening state institutions. Ubia when a Juma away you. Speaker. Now call you when a Juma away as a member of parliament. Executive, oh, Majuma Moye. Judiciary, oh, Majuma Moye. Political parties, oh, Majuma Moye. And it's a political party person. We expect, sir, the institution should take you on. If the institutions are not taking you on, then do you have an institution? Yes, they must take her on. This is not something we should defend. Maybe I'm not Memphis say, and someone now call your cocaine 95.1 and a post for the chili. Ania Che, Hawa Koomson, and Casamino Case. She would have been on a trial, and I say, because you're trying to jail. All because of Obin Tro, a Koshi, your Kokodi, a land will be in trouble. I was part of those who condemned the act of Hawa Koomson. But on a solemn note, let me render an apology. Yes.
Who render an apology?
Yes.
To who?
To Hawa Koomson. To Hawa Koomson.
And they were chastising
a serious one. Because we felt said they are not now call your canina no correct. And so if it has come on saying no correct dear, immediately now call your should first render an apology to Hawa Koomson. Hawa Koomson will demand this apology, render an apology. But it should not end there. The security agencies should
now
take
call
this
you
up.
render an apology.
Me say Hawa Koomson have requested for an apology. But it should not end there. Naa Koryoo should come and render an apology also to the people of Ghana and to the people of Ewutu Senya East. We are and they were. The security agencies must take care on. Speaker, baby, if we are not careful, we will lose the very fabric of our democracy.
To the wide, mammy, comment section. I Penyah Media.